This is sort of the leading arc that goes into Skypiea. They're on the sea, and a ship comes smashing down from the sky out of nowhere. Well, they find out through exploring the ship that it belongs to, or that it was at least had a map to Skypiea, an island in the sky. And their log post is even pointing upward towards the sky, hinting that there is an island up there. Nami is the logical one, trying to say it's impossible and all, but Luffy's so stuck on wanting to go there for the adventure of it. They meet this monkey salvager named Masura, and he's kind of funny. I think he's done for comical relief at this point. But anyways, they continue on after that, and they reach Mock Town, this small little town on an island called Jaya. Mock Town, they find out quickly, is a pirate town. I mean, it's not run by pirates, but pirates go there all the time. They're pretty much welcome there, and they're a natural sight. So they end up going through Mock Town, and they find out there's this pirate named Bellamy, the hyena there. And he's basically the big man around. He rented out this entire hotel for himself and his crew, and he's basically this big guy in town right now. So they go to a bar, and Luffy and them are at the bar. Luffy's eating a cherry pie, and he shouts out that the pie is disgusting, I believe it is. And then there's a guy next to him, this random giant guy, who shouts out that the pie is delicious. And, I mean, they go through this little comedy skit where they're saying that the food's delicious or the food's not delicious, their taste buds must be broken or whatever. And they're about to get into a fight. They're just really wild about it. And it's kind of funny to see this sort of thing. And, I mean, it is funny. It is. It really is. And then the guy hears that Luffy has the 1 million berry bounty on his head. And he's kind of interested in this, obviously. They've seen other guys hanging around town, other pirates. There's this weird old guy riding a horse who feeds Luffy an apple that could have been poisoned, but wasn't. There's this luchador wrestler guy who's trying to prove he's the strongest or something. You briefly see this really tall guy in this regal-looking attire who seems to be a marksman, but you get the idea. There's all these people around. So they're trying to find out how to get to Skypiea, basically. And at one point, they go back into the same bar where they met the other guy before. And they end up meeting Bellamy there. And so Bellamy basically starts telling them that there's no such thing as dreams. Dreams never come true, and they're worthless. And any pirate who believes in dreams still is outdated, and that a new era is coming. And it's really, you could tell, it's gonna piss Luffy off. But in the end, Bellamy even starts attacking Luffy and fighting him. But Luffy and even Zoro as well, they don't fight back, and they just take it. Nami completely loses her mind. And she's just so broken by this. By the fact that they aren't fighting back for once. And she wants them to for once. But she's so broken by the fact that they are just letting him pick on them, that she grabs them and just pulls them out. And as they're on the street, this is honestly one of my favorite moments in One Piece. As they're on the street, as they're just talking, well, they're not really talking, they're just coming back from what happened. The guy from before who was arguing with Luffy about the pies and all, he says that pirates' dreams will never be over, and that the era where pirates' dreams will never stop. You get the idea. He's basically giving this big inspirational speech that pirates will always dream. And it's really good. It is an amazing speech. And so after that, they find out about someone named Mont Blanc Cricket who might know about how to get to Jaya, or how to get to Skypiea. because he was apparently banished from Mocktown for being this big dreamer. So, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. It's already over 15 minutes. They go to the other side of the island and meet Mont Blanc Cricket. He's this old diver guy. I wouldn't really say he's that old, probably middle-aged. But he's this diver guy, and he originally attacks them, thinking they're there to steal his things or whatever. Eventually, they find out he's actually not doing well because he's basically sick from all the diving. It's really affecting his body. So Chopper agrees to help him. And then all of a sudden, Masura and his brother, Shoujo was also met earlier on, while they were on their way to Mont Blanc Cricket's house. And Masura basically is sort of like a Salvager too, except he uses his massively loud voice to echolocate things underwater. So, in the end, they come in, and they're revealed to be Cricket's friends. And it's basically revealed that Mont Blanc Cricket is the, not ancestor, the descendant of a legendary liar named Noland, Mont Blanc Noland. And he's basically saying that he's not necessarily trying to prove Noland right. He thinks that it's his destiny to, because he ended up being stuck on Jaya, which was the island that focused on Mont Blanc Noland's lies. So, he's basically trying to find proof of this city of gold that Noland had talked about and had been executed for because he was thought to be lying. And he basically helps them in the end on how to get to Skypiea. However, before that, they have to go, in order to ride this thing called a knock-up stream, basically this stream of water that shoots right into the air, so they can get to Skypiea, they have to find a mock bird, or this bird, south bird. They have to find a south bird because its body always points south. And that's how they can get in the right direction on the Grand Line to be able to get to the knock-up stream. So the crew goes out into the woods to find the south bird. Meanwhile, Bellamy and his crew find Mont Blanc Cricket and decide to basically beat the crap out of him as retribution for being a dreamer. And Cricket's an okay villain. He just seems like kind of a jerk more than anything, though. So, Luffy and them come back, find the state of affairs Cricket and the monkeys are in, and Luffy is pissed after he finds out it's Bellamy. He instantly agrees to go alone back to Mocktown and take out Bellamy, and he does. He goes back to Mocktown, he and Bellamy get into this big fight, and honestly, Luffy wins kind of easily. Bellamy's basically showing off with his spring devil fruit power, able to turn his body parts into springs to launch him at high velocity and power. But he's pretty much just showing off, and Luffy ends up just punching him in the face once and knocking him senseless. So he takes gold that Bellamy had stolen from Cricket and brings it back. They're right in time to... And my dog is barking now, so I'm sorry about that. Snoopy! Okay, sorry again about that. My dog barks at things. Well, basically they get there right in time, and that's about it. They go out to sea with help from the others who are pretty much working through everything that's happened, and they ride the knock-up stream. They are being chased at one point by Blackbeard right as they're about to enter the knock-up stream. Blackbeard, by the way, who is revealed to be... Okay, well, spoiler alert. The guy who is the pie and the inspirational speech guy, he wasn't revealed to be Blackbeard yet. Although it's kind of hinted at, but it wasn't actually fully revealed. But yeah, he's Blackbeard, and... it doesn't really say much about him at this point. So, I mean, it's not too big of a deal. Anyways, this vlog will probably be split into 2 parts because it's already over 20 minutes. In fact, it will have to be because there's a 15-minute cap on videos. So, that's about it. That's where the Mocktown arc ends and the Skypiea arc begins. As I said, Nick and I are on the Skypiea arc now. We'll be finishing soon, and I'll just continue as normal from there. So, I'll see you all next time.